12th year of doing this. Started off, it was inside in Piper's Place. You remember when 9 Mile used to be Piper's Place?
Don't.
Okay,
I'm
that was.
sorry. I didn't really get up into this neighborhood that much, except for yard sales.
Right. Well, it used to be, like I said, it was inside. There was a handful of us that were doing it. And then the next year we said, hey, let's see if we can move out in the street a little bit. And then we blocked off the street, and then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. Now we're right at the size I want it to be at. I don't want it to get any bigger.
Right.
I love that it's family friendly. You know, we're one of the few festivals in town where there's no alcohol.
Okay.
And I shouldn't say no alcohol. No alcohol sold.
Okay. Yeah.
There's always going to be people with cup.
Well, it's very traditional. Got a very traditional feel to it, as far as you're bringing a lot of the different types of culture into it, and it really reminds me of the Atlanta Jazz Festival, where they have just strings of artists, you know, all up and down the streets.
Right.
And stuff.
Well, you know, it started as the Montford Arts Festival, and music was almost an afterthought. It was kind of, let's see if we can get some local musicians to play. And then when I took it over, I said, well, let's make music more of a focal point. And I actually insisted on changing the name from the Montford Arts Festival to the Montford Music and Arts Festival.
Okay.
And the only people getting paid here are the musicians.
Bob Thompson, and dancing today we've got Asheville Morris and Ash Grove Garland dancers. And we're also doing some English country dances. But these are dances that were traditionally done on May Day and other occasions when villages in the British Isles celebrated the seasons of the year. There's a tradition of Morris dancing and other ceremonial dances going back several hundred years in the British Isles and on the European continent. Mm-hmm. the style that we're using today is probably what was done in the 19th century in England, and we revived these dances from manuscripts and also learned from people who have been to England and learned from other dancers who are still dancing in the tradition.
Great. Well, it's fascinating stuff. Does any of this tie back to the culture of Western North Carolina and the Scot-Irish?
They're not specifically this style, but I think it's important in the tradition that people in each community had their own set of traditional dances that they did. So the Europeans that came to Western North Carolina brought their traditions with them, but they may have changed them because they didn't have the same kind of music, or adapted and learned from their neighbors and other communities. So the tradition has the same feel to it, even though it may look a little different from what was actually done in the British Isles.
Gotcha. Well, it's certainly fascinating. How can people find you?
We've got a website. It's ashvillemorris.com, and we're always looking for new dancers and musicians. And our contact information is on the website. Okay. So they're welcome to email or call us, and we'd be glad to give them more information than they ever wanted to know.
Yeah, cool. That sounds great. I'll put your website on the screen here for people.
We're excited to be here. Enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you so much.
Thinking about the future. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Obama, you really got me thinking about the future. Who understands my needs? I can't afford to get a physical. Vision blurred, see yellow and crooked with dentures. Most relatives are dying from diabetes and AIDS. Trust the FDA, EPA, OSHA, CDC, Democrat, Republican, were the seeds of the American dream planet, or just an illusion of oppression. A member of the strong working class who voted. Why vote? Obama, you really got me thinking about the future. Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby. Obama, you really got me thinking about the future. Come on, baby, come on, baby. Obama, you really got me thinking about the future. Is it all about the money, baby? Is it all about the cash? Obama, you really got me thinking about the future. Is it all about the money? Alright, honey. Obama, you really got me thinking about the future. Yeah, my name is Dwayne Barton. I'm the founder of Hood Huggers International. I'm out here reading some poems and trying to spread some love and engage some minds. And it's all about the love.
So you've been coming out here since the beginning?
Yeah, I came out here when they first started. 12 years ago, I came out here. This is my first time back since.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that's special.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Yeah. And the Obama song. Is that yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's that inspired from?
2000 election, when they had everybody was waiting to see who was going to be the president. It was inspired by that. So I wrote the poem. I'm an artist, so I made a sculpture too. So
Yeah. It's the songs kind of takes on a few different meanings.
yes, it's whatever you want to take it as.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
Yes.
but it was certainly a brilliant song. And the poetry that you were doing, do you do poetry slams around town, around Asheville?
I don't do no poetry slams. I just come out and read some poetry. Just if somebody asks me or pay me, I'll come out and do it. That's the way. That's the best way for me. I don't like that competition style. I don't want no competition over my emotions.
Yeah, yeah. I heard an interview this morning talking about how constant competition with students and universities and all this stuff within festivals and stuff creates just a constant like examination, and there's no real creativity that's happening.
Right, you worried about what somebody else thinking. You're not locked into your freedom of what you want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
And, well, it's really nice to meet you. You got a website?
no, not yet. No, not yet.
Facebook, something like that? Who you say, Hood Huggers?
Yeah, Hood Huggers. You can go to Burton Street, burtonstreet.org. That's how you can contact me.
So you're over in Burton Street.
Yeah, I'm a gardener, yeah.
And you work with the Burton Street Community Studio much?
Yeah, I want to help bring that to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
What's up, man? All right, what's up? We good? All right.
I just got to catch the tail end, man.
All
That
right,
was great.
you good? You good?
Well, hey, it's nice to meet you, man.
Okay,
we'll,
man.
We'll certainly be in
Okay,
touch, and we'll
good,
put the
good.
word out.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. And like I said, we was gonna start with love, and we was gonna ride this roller coaster. And we're gonna end with unity. The title of this poem is called "In Unity We Trust." And when I think about it, this is the poem I said 12 years ago when they did the first Montford festival. So this is a good thing. Title: In unity we trust. Justice for all. Surrender fears, but sedation of fears are only temporary. Green, brown, and blue eyes, stereotypes, foreign language, skin color, accent, a God of several names and methods of worship, a bloody past, misunderstandings, disappointments. Why hold hate? Forgive. Without forgiveness, there is no truth. Listen, hear our world scream with passion. A bird's choir, raindrop drum beats down a mountain stream, children's laughter, the sound of love, 2 miles kiss. Now picture this, people in colors working together. Know that peace with love is unity. It's not a dream or thought, but pure action. So give up pride, saying I'm better. Sacrifice doubt on the altar of faith. When darkness appears, transform it to light. We are love through peace and unity. Begin with self. Good morning to me, then smile. Then to your companion, kids, grandma, grandpa. End with a tight hug. You know life is a blessing. Share. Walk outside, say hello to your neighbor. When your community is in need, rush to give aid. In public, hold your door. Speak to a stranger, smile. We are love through peace and unity. So don't let anyone or anything manipulate your thoughts. Escape from this negative glare its insatiable demand. Fear this, buy this, man, woman, and child in colors will mix as one earth family. How? By believing we are love through peace and unity. People unite. In unity we trust. Mr. Dwayne Barton, everyone.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to spring. Welcome to May Day. Can you wave to the musicians? They're going to play music for
The
us.
musicians are going to play over there.
Okay, we'll get some music and everybody's going to walk this way around.
All right. Mr. Ken Bailey.
So I've been building guitars for many years. Started as a hobby, repairing. Got into the business of selling musical instruments and repairing a lot, and eventually got into building guitars. So, and my whole philosophy is to make a guitar sound really good. When you pick it up, you want to not put it down. More so than how it looks. It has to look, it has to be shiny, it has to be all that, but it has to really sound good. So that's our whole philosophy. I also do guitar building classes. If you want to build a guitar yourself, you can come to my shop, build yourself a guitar.
And where's your shop located?
Black Mountain,
Black
North
Mountain?
Carolina.
What's the? How can people find you or get in touch with you?
Well, by telephone, pick up a card.
Is there a website?
I do have a website. Got to update it, but
That's fine. Is your contact information on there?
yes, phone number.
Okay.
Jeśli ogień, jeśli to jest strunga, jeśli
Hello.
to replace that color. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
So what do you guys have going on in here?
So this is our mobile store. We have 40 local artists.
Wow.
that we carry.
That's great. And what's the name of your business?
Moonlight Makers, and we're also a website, moonlightmakers.com.
Excellent. So is all of this local to Asheville?
Most of it is. Yes, yeah.
That's great. And do you guys do a lot of this as far as traveling around to events and stuff like that?
Yeah, this is our second show, but we have 18 more this summer.
Wow.
Yeah, we just finished renovating our bus, like last night? Last night, yeah.
Wow. How's that project been going?
It's been great. Clara's been doing a lot of the work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it took 6 weeks,
Uh-huh.
and it's completely transformed. We could show you a picture of what it looked like before. Yeah.
Any major hurdles that you came across?
No, I mean the outside was probably the thing we were most worried about.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. The painting and the
Oh, look at
flooring, and we have an awning that we're still working on.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's great. Well, thanks for letting me come
Yeah.
in and poke my head around.
Thanks for checking it out.
Yeah.
45. We're so proud of it.
Oh, I didn't even see the things that are up here too.
There's little pieces of art everywhere.
That's great.
And just a road over time.
Thanks so much. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's funny, I can't really do these without the dots. The dots just like came naturally. The one thing that stands out to me about the Montford Music and Arts Festival is the beauty of having a neighborhood festival. And they have them here and there. There's a couple I'm aware of in Atlanta, but I really wish every neighborhood that had a name had a little annual festival in Asheville and the world. Because the beauty of it is that, and there's no other format where this occurs. People living in that neighborhood, if you really walk around, you'll see people have like a little picnic out in their yard. They might have a little champagne. They might be cooking a little something, and so it really stirs up the whole neighborhood in a way that you don't get from a street, just a regular street festival or a field festival, or that kind of thing. So it's a really unique and beautiful thing.
Yeah. That's great. Your art certainly is beautiful.
Well, thank you.
You've been in the studio over there with Phil Cheney?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
What sticks out here today as far as besides the overall atmosphere? Anything specific sticking out? Or
Jason Krekel.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the Forrest Gump of musicians. I think he's playing in like 6 different bands here today.
Yeah, I was saying.
It's good. It keeps him out of trouble.
Mm-hmm. We need baseball cards for these musicians.
Yeah.
So we can have the stats.
I always like seeing the ladies from the Greek Orthodox Church. They always bring out the baklava and the cookies and stuff, and it's.
How was your trip to Hawaii?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, my first time to leave the mainland. I'm 59 years old. I'll be 60 at the end of this year. And I've always promised myself at some point, I was born on Christmas Day, so I'm a little bit like an overgrown elf. I always promised myself a tropical Christmas one year. I can see myself with a Santa hat and a pina colada, you know, on a beach somewhere. And I've got several friends that have bought land over in Hawaii, and we've got Caroline Ponds over there now, and Krekel and Amy went to visit her, and it's like every year somebody I know goes over there at least to visit. And I just kept feeling the call and the pull, and finally a good friend of mine that's over there was hosting a 10-day deep meditation retreat. And I've been doing a lot of personal flushing. I let go of my house. I'm selling this ambulance this year, and I really felt like that was going to be a good part of that. And it was down in this Waipio Valley, which you have to have four-wheel drive, genuine four-wheel drive to get down into. And they'd rented this retreat center, and it had, it had bananas and coconuts and stuff all growing around it. And people say it's expensive to live over there, but hell, you can throw away all your winter clothes. Nobody needs a furnace, and there's food growing everywhere, you know, and you're surrounded by the ocean. Right. So I mean, if you're resourceful, you can live pretty well over there. So it was a heavy scouting mission for me to maybe go back. I don't know if I'll get a golden year or any golden years, but I really would, and I love Asheville. But I really would like to live for a little while in a culture where the general culture is in a better mood. You know, which they are in a lot of places, you know, and it's not about wealth, it's just about people deciding that happiness is more important than money. You know, what's that country, Burma, or it's not Burma, but there's some country over there that's, they have the national happiness quotient.
Bhutan.
You know? Bhutan, yeah.
Yeah. Where it's like the instead of the GDP, it's the GHP.
Yeah. And Hawaii, even though it's a state, is is very deep with the aloha. It's very evident. Even though the natives don't like haoles, they're under the command of the aloha. So even if you're a haole, as long as you're respectful and kind, you know, and all of that, that takes importance.
Still very indigenous to the Hawaiian people.
They're very recognizing of the fact that no matter who you are, we're still together on this island 2,000 miles from anywhere in any direction. You know, so it's really like a, you know, people stop and let each other in for traffic and stuff. It's
not always protesting and sniping each other.
Yeah. And there's real democracy over there. That was one of the most profound things. You wouldn't notice it, but my friend was telling me, she said, you know, when some company or the government tries to do something wacky over here, everybody knows about it within 3 days, and they turn up and they vote people out and they vote shit down, and it's not about Republican or Democrat. It's just about what's obviously good or not good for the people.
Right. How about
holy cow?
Well, thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Now, is there a way for people to find you online? Or a
there
website?
will be soon. I'm finally starting to, I'm winding some big things up, but I'm also going to put some things on the internet, mostly for documenting, you know, things that I've made over the 20 or 30 years.
Okay.
And take a sticker if you want. I've got these new pieces I'm doing that are about recalibrating deeper into the heart, you know, deeper into your heart's purpose. They're modeled after the old television test patterns. That'd be a good thing to zoom in on the camera.
Yeah, for sure.
Test patterns.
That's good stuff. Well, thank you so much. The undisputed Pineapple King.
Yeah, the World Pineapple Church. I'll give you the, this is one of our little hand signs here. This is a pineapple, and you put it up here over your pineapple gland, or the pineal gland, which is actually shaped like a small pineapple, and it becomes like a little satellite dish. So it sends and receives pineappular affluctations, which are, pineapples associated with hospitality in multiple cultures. But hospitality's just another way of saying love. I mean, you can't have hospitality without some love in there.
Yeah.
So I'm it's like a little love, and we say yum is the new on. Yum. Yum, 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 yum.